What's up, guys? Back again with another UFC Fight Picks video on the Chiesa versus Lee card. And this video is going to be on the FS2 Prelims. We got 4 fights. Let's go ahead and get started here. So first fight, we got Powell versus Horcher. So for this video, guys, and for the main card, I'm kind of just going to go ahead and give you guys like some quick picks. Not too much analyzing for the fights on this one, but yeah, just letting you guys know. So for this fight, quick pick here, guys, I'm going with Horcher. Powell just doesn't seem like the UFC level type of guy. I expect Horcher to pretty much be able to win the fight anywhere. He could win the fight on the feet and on the ground. He could get a takedown on him, just smash him from the top. But I expect Horcher to just beat this guy up for pretty much 3 rounds, maybe even get like a late 3rd round finish. So my prediction is probably going to be Horcher by a 3rd round knockout. I know Horcher obviously lost to Khabib, but that was his UFC debut, and well, what the fuck, how the fuck you're going to beat Khabib in your UFC debut? But Horcher has a lot of power, and yeah, I just pretty much expect him to put it on Powell, man. Like I said, Powell doesn't seem like a UFC quality guy, so I think Horcher here will get the 3rd round knockout. So Horcher, 3rd round knockout. All right, now for the next fight here, we got Carla Esparza versus Marina Morrow. For this one, let's go ahead and actually talk about the fight a little bit. So I'm opening up Carla's page here. Okay, it's loading up. So obviously you guys know she used to be the former strawweight champion, 12-4 record. She's pretty much all about her wrestling. Does have some boxing, but primarily just kind of a wrestler. She lost her last fight by split decision against Miranda. It was a very close fight, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see, that fight was in Halifax, so that was in Canada. So I'm pretty sure it was some of that hometown judges type of thing. But it did look like Marcos was getting the better exchanges on the feet. But, Esparza did have some takedowns and whatnot. And I remember picking Marcos on that fight. And I was like, I think she might get the win here. So, yeah, Marcos ended up getting the win. But, same time, Esparza didn't do too bad. Still lands a lot of takedowns. And also keeps improving her striking. Marina Morrow, though, 8-1 record. Primarily, she's kind of just a boxer. Master of Sport in Boxing, Ukrainian national boxing team. Anyway, she's coming off a win against Daniel Taylor. Very low volume, barely any volume at all in that fight. Look at that, 17 significant strikes landed, and that's pretty much it. And she won the fight by split decision. And against Christina Stanciu, again, very low volume. She got a takedown, 35 significant strikes. Pretty much her most impressive win in the UFC was her fucking debut, where she caught Joanne Calderwood off guard and got the 1st round submission. And then she lost to Letourneau, and then now she's on this 2-fight win streak. But she's not looking overly impressive at all. So yeah, I thought she was kind of good, but to be honest, just not too impressed with her recently. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Carla Esparza on this fight, guys. I think her wrestling's going to be able to get it done. I think Morrow's here is going to get easily taken down. So I know Esparza ain't the best, with her striking and whatnot, but she does have good takedowns, and she's going to be persistent for the takedown. And I'm pretty sure she's going to be able to get her down. So Esparza, I see her getting more than likely a decision win, just outpointing her with those takedowns. So Esparza by decision. All right, next fight, Vittori Miranda versus Marvin Vittori. Let's open up their pages real quick. Talk about this fight a little bit. All right, so Miranda, this guy's a striker, K1 striker, 38 years old. Really likes that multi. As you can see, this guy was a finisher here in the UFC. He's coming off a loss though to Chris Camozzi. And I'm not even sure if Camozzi's still in the UFC. Actually, I think they just cut him. Anyways, Camozzi was able to beat him. And, well, obviously we know Camozzi ain't really the most high-level guy. What else we got here? yeah, so yeah, this guy's pretty much, like I said, he's a multi-striker. K1, I think he was a K1 champion, or let me see, they talk about it right here real quick. K1 Fighting Network. Whatever, anyways, this guy's a good striker, pretty much. Primarily just a striker. Marvin Vittori, 11-3 record here, very young, 23 years old, 15 years younger. This guy's kind of like a grappler, but I mean, I know they call him as a complete fighter, but you know, he kind of relies on a submission game. Has some good takedowns, very good submissions. You guys can see here, 8 wins by submission, 3 guillotine, a toe hold, a triangle, and then 3 rear naked choke. So this guy kind of just hurts you on the feet, or either just you know, takes you down and works for that submission. 10 first round finishes, 2 wins by knockout. He won that first fight against Uda very quickly, tapped him out really quickly in the first round. Uda's a multi guy, likes to clinch, good power in the clinch. I wouldn't say he's kind of like a Vittori Miranda, you know, I would say he's a step below Vittori Miranda. But anyway, this guy's last fight against Antonio Carlos Jr., obviously just a better grappler than him. Wasn't able to outstrike him, and yeah, you know, Carlos Jr. got more takedowns, just was winning the exchanges more. So yeah, let's see. Thoughts on opponent. I know he's a multi-fighter. His best weapon is his striking, and I know for a fact he's not going to be able to keep up with my pace because I'm in the best shape that I've ever been and had the best camp of my life. So yeah, pretty much I expect this guy to, you know, just move forward, throw some shots, set up the takedown, and just kind of just beat up Miranda on the ground. At first, I was kind of initially thinking of picking Miranda on DraftKings. He's very cheap on DraftKings, but I mean, now that I've, you know, just checked, you know, this guy's last fight, I mean, he hasn't fought in pretty much a year. And I mean, he got beat against Kamosi, not really the best guy, only had 1 takedown on him. And I believe Vittori, if he gets a takedown, which I know he will, I mean, look at his takedown average. He has 100% accuracy on there. If he wants a takedown, he's gonna get it. Miranda's takedown defense isn't the best, and once he gets him on the ground, you know, he's gonna be able to work for that submission. So, you know, I expect Vittori to get the win here, guys, and I think more than likely he's gonna get the second round finish here. So Vittori, second round submission. All right, now for the feature fight on the FS2 prelims, we got Clay Guida versus Erik Koch. Open up their pages real quick. Just talk about this fight a little bit, not too much. Everybody kind of already knows Clay Guida's style. Good wrestler. Does have a solid chin. I mean, he's getting older now, but obviously, you know, still has a solid chin. Let's see. But anyways, this guy's very high paced, good wrestling, takes you down pretty much. Striking's okay. His last fight, he actually got knocked out in the 3rd round by Brian Ortega, up and comer. And then he actually got tapped out in the 1st round by Tavares, just got caught. And as you can see, he's losing a lot of fights, and he's winning against low-level guys like Ruby Peralta. You know, that's a low-level guy. He was able to beat him, just grapple fucked his ass pretty much. Erik Koch here, though, this guy's a striker with a really good submission game. Power, striking, and toughness is his summary. Let's see. Yeah, he's coming off a 2nd round submission win against Campbell. This guy's also been gone for a little bit. You know, May 29, 2016. Yeah, so both these guys, it's been about a year since their last fight. I don't know what's up with the long layoffs here. Anyways, Erik Koch, Erik Koch, sorry about that, guys. Erik Koch, you know, good striker, like I said. Good submission game. 8 wins by submission, 2 triangle, 4 rear naked chokes, and 2 arm bars, and 4 by knockout. Let's see. I forgot what's this guy's background again as far as his striking. Let's see. Is it Taekwondo? Taekwondo. Anyways, yeah, this guy's pretty much just a good striker. But like I said, with a good submission game, and I think that's more than enough to be able to beat Clay Guida, guys. You know, Clay Guida isn't really the best guy anymore. As long as Erik can keep it on the feet, avoid the takedowns, and if he does get to the ground, if he could scramble up or just maybe even work for a submission, he should be able to get the win here. I can't see Clay outstriking Erik here in the fight, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick Erik in this fight. He's also a finisher. He could get maybe a knockout, maybe like a third round KO or a submission. I mean, he, as you can see, he used takedowns against Shane Campbell, but Shane Campbell's a striker. So, you know, against Clay Guida, he's obviously trying to keep the fight on the feet more, since, like I said, Clay's going to be at disadvantage on the feet. So, yeah, I could see Erik here getting like a third round knockout. So, I'm going to go ahead and pick Erik Koch, third round knockout. Alright, guys, so that's it for my picks on the FS2 Prelims. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to be uploading it in a bit also, so stay tuned for the main card picks. And yeah, that's going to be it, guys. So subscribe, and thanks for watching.